Hey guys, Romie here, so please like, comment, subscribe. This is my review for Real Housewives of Potomac Season 2, Episode 8, War of the Darbys. Now, the episode starts off with... it starts off with Ashley. Yes, little Miss Ashley, she's going there. It looks like she's having a heated discussion with Michael, her husband. And we rewind back to what happened prior to that whole altercation. Ashley's actually at her restaurant. She's trying to go and work with this photographer and, of course, her chef, because she needs to figure out how to make this food look as good as possible. She's changing the menu. She's doing a 180. She's not telling Michael about this right now because she needs the stuff to be done. She knows that he'll veto it. She didn't say that, but I'm saying that for her. And that's why she's going ahead. Like I said, she's adding some new stuff to the menu, things that people are familiar with, like donuts, chicken, like the staples that you would expect when going to a restaurant as options. And she's even making sure that, okay, the food looks unique, so it doesn't necessarily look like chicken or donuts. So she said, can we open it so that people can see that that's a donut, that's a chicken? And I said, okay, Ashley, I see what you're doing. This is all that we've been saying that you need to do. I'm sure Michael will, go in on you because of that, even though this is going to save the restaurant. But we move on to the basketball camp. And, of course, Juan has his basketball camp that Robin helped set up. And the kids are there. It's packed. I said, okay, they know how to do it. The place is packed. Shout out to them. One of the kids was surprised that he was actually there. Robin's just saying how her ex is a good dude. No, how he's a great father. And she respects the fact that he didn't have his father, so he wanted to go and be there for their kids always. And, of course, that's great and to be commended. They're getting along. Well, they're out in public and everything's working out, so why wouldn't they be getting along? And she just has this look of, this is perfect. He's thanking her for helping setting everything up and that she did a great job. She's like, oh no, you did a great job. I said, let's pull the rug from under them in 5, 4, 3, 2. Now Karen invites the youngest from the group, so Monique and Ashley. But Monique shows up first. Monique shows up, and it's for golf. Mind you, they're supposed to be practicing for golf. And Monique has on, are those technically more so wedges than heels? I'm not really sure what, like, women's shoes thing, but not necessarily dressed for golf. She was definitely dressed to make sure that she looked good. And so we appreciate that. But Karen had that look of, you look good, but I told you wear appropriate attire. In my Sports Rocks voice. And, I guess there's a lot of things that Monique is great at. Golf isn't one of them. She swings and she misses. She swings and she misses. They said, well, sometimes you need to focus, envision someone's head as the golf ball. She says, oh, okay. Boom. I was like, that was for Giselle. And that was for Giselle, too. Well, Karen doesn't know about what happened, so she fills her in on how there was this big thing of she wanting to give Giselle her number so that they can talk, and that's true. That's what happened. Giselle making a big deal of it, like, oh, no, doing the whole Matrix on her, and she's trying to figure out, why am I trying to be nice to this woman when she's going and doing the polar opposite? Karen's trying to make excuses for her friend, and Monique wasn't having it. Here comes Ashley. Ashley herself is wearing heels, and Karen says, again with these young hooligans and their attire. But Ashley has to fill her in that she has an issue with Giselle, Robin, and Charisse. So half the freaking cast. And the reason being is because, remember, she had the altercation in that shop with Charisse, partially over Robin, and the rest having to do with Charisse's ex. And then with Robin, it was the fact that she keeps going and bringing up Juan and the things that she's hearing in the streets about him back to Charisse and back to the group. Karen's like, look, we're supposed to be mature, we're supposed to be adults. Why are you going and doing this and that when if someone's telling you to drop it, why can't you drop it? That's what we're all saying. At least that's what I'm saying. But we can't pretend like how they handled it was correct, because now Karen finds out that they went to her restaurant and were acting a plumb fool. And Karen didn't have too much of a reaction about that. I felt a certain way. just a wee bit. But we know that Karen's now caught up, and we go to a nice, loving family, i.e., Monique. Monique and Chris, they're putting the babies to sleep. It was cute. They're singing them the same lullaby. And Chris had his daughter. Monique had her son. You know, they're all, you know, this is their kids, but I'm just for semantics. And they get them down. It was really nice to see. He goes, lights up the cigar. They're outside, and this is the house that they're about to sell. So I wonder how Giselle's going to feel the new house. I can't wait to see that. Mind you, they're going through memory lane. This is where she was proposed to, and they make a joke about, well, she makes a joke about, well, in the new house, he was like, oh, I'll propose to you there too. Well, does that mean I get a new range? Look, I'm going to have to go into the 401k for that one. And it's nice. And again, it's just, they're a nice family. They're a nice couple. The whole mess with the other girls, that's irrelevant as of now. But what isn't is Karen, she goes and she has a double date with Giselle. Giselle is there with her dude, Kevin. And Kevin, he's a really nice guy. Karen sees it because Kevin gives her a hug, and they go go-karting. They go go-karting, and Karen's gonna, Ray doesn't know this, but Karen has a photo shoot, a sexy photo shoot. Again, because she's also moving out of her house. And because of that, it's just like, she wants to give Ray something to remember her and the great times, and the memories that they'll continue to make. So the go-karting was fun. Ray was dead last. I know Rox is going to have a ball with that. And then they split up because Karen wanted to have a conversation with Kevin by herself. That's where she finds out that Kevin, because Giselle just wants to go and see how this goes. Kevin's more so like, look, I want to put a ring on it. I want to get married. Not to Giselle, at least at this point, but marriage is definitely something he's open to and that he wants in the future again, even though he just got out of a relationship. Because Karen's like, oh, you're a good-looking dude. You've been single all this time. No, I just got a relationship. Oh, okay, good. We don't have to worry about anything else. But because he's saying all the right things, he's complimenting Karen, saying, oh, that's a good look for you. Karen's like, well, well, Ray likes for me to have a snack every night. I said, wait, she's a snack? You mean like walk out? No, like eye candy. It's like, oh, okay. Ray goes to Karen, sitting with Giselle, and Ray's talking about, look, you're not getting any younger. Maybe when you're 65, 70, close to my age, you're not going to look the way that you do. Giselle said, with this barrette in my head, excuse me? Excuse? But he was like, no disrespect. I'm just saying, you said what you said and you meant it. You said what you said and you meant it. You aren't going to be able to attract her. I said, Ray, that's Ray. Even though I'm enjoying what you're saying, I'm laughing because Giselle's cringing and she likes Karen so much and she actually likes you, so she's not going to go and tell you off like she would normally tell someone else off. But, look, Giselle could find someone regardless of what age she is. I get what he's trying to say, though. It's better you try and find someone else now than down the line, if it can be helped. That's all that he's trying to say. Bless his heart. Giselle's just like, look, I don't know how you done it in the caveman days, but us in the 21st century, you in the 20th century, me in the 21st century, we do things a little bit differently. And I said, yes, Giselle, as long as you say that in confessional, not to him, because remember, you like Karen, you respect Ray. This is just a moment in time. Let it pass. Ashley's having her own little issues with Michael. She talks about how normally her and Michael, they cuddle when they first get up and he's getting ready to go to work. But because of the restaurant and everything that's going there, Ashley has to go and let him in on what's happening. What's happening is, yay, we're going to go and do stuff to make the restaurant profitable. Boo, we're cutting your ideas. We're getting stuff that people actually want to eat in this market and with this demographic. He's not feeling it. Not only is this the first time he's hearing about this, Ashley wants to go and have a party so that she can invite the who's who in the culinary world to taste test, the food critics, out to her restaurant, to their restaurant, so that they can, sample the new menu, give them ideas. And Ashley tells Ray, Ray isn't really feeling it. He's just like, wait a minute, I started this, I want to do this, I want to do that. She said, look, we're going to have to agree to disagree because I want this to work. I want this to be profitable. Right now, it wasn't happening with your current menu. It was just like, okay, we'll talk about this later. Well, okay, you know, my father, we don't have to go and tell me like that. I said, all right, there's a lot of tension. There is a lot of tension. Now, remember, Ashley is inviting all of these people to her restaurant because Michael, she talked to Michael about this too, and I agree that he was just like, wait, everyone, so Giselle and Robin, when you just had, well, I'm thinking, whoa, so you don't know what's going on with Charisse. Okay. Okay. You kept that one away from him, huh? But, well, I guess with the altercation, I get that. But I also had the eyebrow raised, like, are you sure you want to invite the people who really go into your business and do that in front of your customers? I agree with him on that front. But everyone gets the invitation and it's like, oh, okay, interesting. Either an olive branch or she's trying to kill us. Either way, we're game. Now, Robin has her kids. They're in the kitchen with Juan. And they're cooking. They're cooking because her parents are coming over, so they're cooking for them. And it was nice to see the kids go and act like chefs and also like waiters and doing that for the parents. They really liked it. You can tell that Juan really loves her parents and really appreciates them. And right now, they're trying to fake the funk that everything's going fine. She's not sure. Robin's actually not sure about how she wants to present this, but she looks at her mom, she looks at her dad, and she says, I want to know where I come from because someone was asking me. They looked at me and said, oh, what is your heritage? What is your background? She says she's black. And she says that's the only thing she knows to go by. So she wants to do a DNA test so that she can figure out, you know, what else is she? Because her parents only know that they're black. That's it. They don't know down the line what happened there. But clearly looking at all of them, it's like, you mix with something, you mix with something. And she's not going to go and identify as anything else. She would just like to know. And there's nothing wrong with that. Heck, I did a DNA test. 94% African, thank you very much. 94%. I said, I wanted to redo. I want it all. I want 99. I know it can't be 100. I want 99. But 94 is close enough, I guess. And then some other stuff in Europe. I'm going to chuck that up to maybe one person, possibly. 1 or 2 people in the bloodline. But I'm black. I'm black. I'm not just a little bit. I'm black. Oh, yeah. But there was this card, and it was just appreciating the parents. And she appreciated the fact that her mom isn't in her business like that. Her mom said, you two are grown. I respect you. I want to give you the space and opportunity to do what you need to do for your relationship. And she said, I appreciate that because it helps. And Juan was definitely like, yes, thank you, Mom. Thank you. Now we're at Karen's house because she's getting ready for her photo shoot. Everyone's coming. Giselle is there in a leopard cat suit. She said, why are you coming here? This isn't your photo shoot. This is mine. What's going on? So now Karen is armed with more information. She's just like, so are you going to the thing that Ashley's throwing? Yeah, I'm not really sure about how I feel about that, but I guess if she's throwing up an olive branch, then why not? They also talked about how Ray, what he said, and Karen cleaned it up. She said, no, Ray just felt like you have your kids, and that's for now. When they grow up, you're going to be in the house, and it wouldn't hurt for you to have someone, even just as a companion. She was like, okay, fair enough. But she said she likes Kevin, but she feels like Kevin's too nice. That Kevin's too nice. He wants marriage, and he wants a lot of things that Giselle doesn't necessarily want right now, and Giselle needs to evaluate, you know, why is it that he's been in the friend zone for so long, which is a great point. Why is it now that they're trying to attempt to have a relationship when he's known her for all those years? How was he in the friend zone for so long, and is he really just one of those guys that will just remain as being a friend because there isn't much of anything else aside from looks and personality? She said Giselle needs someone rough. She needs someone who will tell her what to do, someone to give her a good shake. I said, you're right. You're right. But I guess we're not going to go and dive too much into the whole Ashley versus Giselle versus Robin type of thing because it's about Karen. It's her photo shoot for Ray. Or at least it's supposed to be because Giselle She's going, she's taking the pictures, she's posing, doing all this stuff, and Karen has this look of, are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me? You're doing this right now? Right now. Okay. All right, cool. Thank you so much. Now, Ashley, because like I said, Ashley's having a horrible time. It's the day of her event, and things could not be any worse than they are right now. Ashley, she gets a call from Michael. Michael's just like, blah, blah, blah. He's kind of irritated and irked about what they talked about, and Ashley's just like, you know what, if you want to go and talk to me, then you can talk to me inside the store. You can come inside and talk to the store. He's like, no, I don't want to do that. She's like, either you come here and talk, or we have nothing to say. I said, okay. And mind you, she was doing this in the restaurant, so they're looking at her like, oh, okay. He's outside now, so essentially he tells her to come outside because he knows Michael's not dumb. He knows the cameras are there inside. He wants her to come outside, and they started to talk, and she's still upset. She's like, calm down, just calm down. And she's like, no. If you want to go and say something about me or say something about the restaurant, about the situation, then we're doing it here. Ashley clearly wanted to say this in front of the cameras. Michael clearly wanted to do it behind the cameras. And she's just like, no. I'm so sick and tired of you going and undermining me every step that I go for the restaurant. It's like, well, it's my restaurant. It's like, I know it's your restaurant. I'm telling you that it's your restaurant. Mind you, he's trying to have her behind the car so that the cameras don't see them. But hello, she's wearing a microphone, and you possibly are too. But at least she is. So the mic is strong. It'll pick up both of your voices. And she was just going in on him because I could see it was finally the things that we were saying about her and her relationship with him. Here's the issue. Ashley is out of the honeymoon phase of her relationship with Michael. Now she's in this situation of the honeymoon phase is over. They're stressing because of business, because of money. Not that, they're losing money because of the business. And he's irked. He's trying to figure out what's going on here. And he's putting a lot of the pressure on her, but he's also not helping her because he's saying, I just want it to be done this way. But it's a business. If it's not being, if things aren't working the way you want it to work, in one way, one fashion, then you have to switch it up. Give them something new. That's not what he's trying to do. And because it's not what he's trying to do, what ends up happening is the business will fail. It'll become Ashley's fault. Ashley said, forget that. I'm going to go and do this by myself. He's saying, Why are you doing this? Why are you going undermining me? Why are you being rude? Why are you being disrespectful? You need to apologize. He said, excuse me, apologize for what? Apologize for what? Like, I get it. Ashley probably says something that we didn't see. Maybe that's what you meant. But from what we're seeing at this particular moment regarding all of this, you're doing exactly what she said. She's like, you're not my partner. You're treating me like a child. Here's how this works. If you want to go in and do the business with me, then great. She felt hurt when he was like, it's my business. I'll just close the thing if I want. And that's when she realized she doesn't have any power. She doesn't have any power. She doesn't have any control of the situation. And that realization mentally messed with her. I said, Ashley, you're telling us something we already knew. That's what we've been trying to tell you, is that you don't have control of the situation because it's not your business. He's the one with the money, which you already knew, but as long as you played nice, as long as you said, then you'll be fine. Now that that's not happening, now he's realizing that you have more bark than he originally thought, more bark than maybe he even originally liked. He liked that you were spontaneous and spicy and youthful, but there's a limit. And now that limit has been reached, and now he's probably thinking, what the heck did I thought? And she's probably thinking, dang, I really thought that I was an equal in this relationship, even though none of us thought you were. None of us ever thought you were. We thought it was obvious. We thought it was obvious, and I feel bad. I feel bad for this relationship because it's like, another relationship that came on TV that now there's holes being poked in it. Because regardless of what was going on, maybe it'll be okay if it wasn't on camera. But now that it's on camera, now people have that extra mindset of, oh my God, this is happening or it's looking this way. And now everyone knows, or at least everyone sees it. What am I going to do? Now, no, I have to go and either fake the funk or just put it all out there. And Ashley just wants to put it all out there. Michael wants this, excuse me, this is not how I'm supposed to behave. I'm thinking, so how else is she supposed to behave at this point? She's stressed. You aren't willing to meet her halfway or partial way. It really is your way or no way at all. And at least she was under the impression that she had some say, which she doesn't. So then we move on from that, because now I'm starting to repeat myself. Everyone starts to show up. Of course, she's happy to see some fresh faces because Michael's there. He's helping out. And she's like, oh, well, you need to do that. But I forgot what else that he, or maybe she was asking what was he doing. But he was just like, well, I'm trying to help you out. So it's like, no, I appreciate it. Well, yeah, because the thing is, well, it would help if you apologize. And I said, maybe it was in public. Maybe he felt embarrassed. He's like, so I'm thinking maybe maybe he feels a certain way due to Ashley, like, saying that stuff in public. But I said, no, this needs to be said. Because we were thinking the same thing. Customers come in, so Ashley needs to go into boss mode. Monique is the first one to come in with Chris, and of course she's happy to see them. Monique's impressed with the place, so she said, oh, this is really nice. Shout out to Ashley for putting this together. Next, it was Robin and Charisse. They come around, and Ashley gives them both hugs. And they accept it. I said, okay, this is growth. This is cool. And of course, Monique is cool with both of them. Really close friends with Charisse, so that's perfect. Karen and Giselle come as well. And again, it's all, hey, how you doing? Now, things do take a turn because Ashley comes over. Because, well, actually, Ashley and Michael have this conversation. The conversation doesn't last too long because Michael's doing the speech, and then Ashley does a quick, rebuttal since Michael got to talk for all of like 2 to 3 minutes. And Ashley's just like, oh, well, yeah, it's definitely hard working with your husband. And he was like, oh, well, you want to do that now? So it's like, oh, don't try it. I was like, oh, okay. All right. Everyone felt the tension. They're like, ugh. And everyone's trying the food. It looked like everyone was actually open to eating the food. So shout out to Ashley. That is half the battle right there. Now, Chris and Monique are talking to Michael because, they're talking about the food. They're saying shout out to Ashley for doing all this. And it's just like, well, things aren't perfect. And they're like, yeah, well. And he's admiring, their relationship. They're like, no, Ashley's cool. I'm sure you two right now is just going through a quick rough patch. But none of that really matters because finally some resolve. Ashley comes over to the group of ladies where it was Giselle, Charisse, and Karen, and Robin was off to the side. Ashley comes in. Ashley's a little irritated. And Ashley wants to talk to everyone and say, hey, Charisse is kind of giving her a cold shoulder. She says, wait a minute. What? And they're like, no, let's not do this now. She said, yes, let's do this right now. I said, this is Ashley's place. If she wants to go and do that in front of everyone, let's go do it. Let's go. Ashley doesn't understand why she actually wanted to apologize to Charisse because she knows what she said was really rude. Charisse says, my main issue with you wasn't even what you said then. It was the fact that it got to that point because you couldn't just take your nose out of my business. She said, okay, but, and then it piggybacked to Robin, who interjected because Ashley said, look, here's how this works. I felt a certain way. I thought we were close enough where I could go and say something. But then for Robin, like I've always been saying, it's a different story. And Robin explained it. Here's my thing, Ashley. Why did you feel the need to say that? She said, well, this is national TV. This is, like, why are we being stupid? This is a TV show. People are going to see this. Either I'm going to be fake and hear stuff about you and not say it to you, or I'm going to say it in front of your face. Because then she said, all of us talk about each other. And I said, yep, that's true. They're like, oh, no, what are you talking about? I said, the fake is, I almost wanted to, I said, yo, you're really going to act like you don't talk about each other. When we see you talk about each other on this every single week, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, it's facts. Now, Robin continued. Here's the thing. You came to the party, you talked about me. It's like, what else am I going to do? No. But I'm going to feel a certain way because this isn't the first time. You've been consistently having my name in your mouth. When you first got on the show, you were talking about how I was going for closure, that there were cracks in my relationship. Every step of the way, you were saying things, and I just don't understand why. And I said, exactly. There is history. Ashley has always brought up a point. And Ashley said, look, I feel like I could talk and ask them because I don't know you guys long enough or as well as you know each other. So, but I do know that you know each other. So if I'm asking you about one another, then at least you know it's not like I'm asking someone straight off the street. And I said, yeah, but you're still being messy when you keep picking away. Because just generally asking is one thing, but constantly bringing it up and constantly trying to, no, that's not, if they're not trying to do that, no one's trying to do that, then why are you trying to do that? Aside from that, they were like, what is wrong? Why you keep, and then Ashley said, you know what? I have to take a step back. I've been playing myself a little bit. And I do know that there's truth time. And that, just like what I said, there's a lot of things going on in my relationship, and because of that, it's caused me to lash out and be mean-spirited and focus on other people's stuff. And I said, Ashley, this is why I liked you in the first place, because you kept it real. You kept getting on everyone's nerves. You were doing it too much, but at least you were honest and you kept it real. This is all you need to say. I'm going through something and I'm focusing outward instead of inward. They said, oh, okay. We figured you were, but you said it, so now we can't say anything. And that's how you shut them up. That's how you shut everyone up. You go and tell the truth so that no one can say it for you. And they accepted it. She said she apologized. They said, okay, cool. She was like, all right, you need anything? You're good? Okay, we're good. She gets down, sits down at the table. She's like, I know I've been acting like Cruella de Vil in her confessional. I know I've been acting like Cruella de Vil. I know it. And Ashley acknowledges again to Monique that they've been having some issues because of the business, mainly because of the business. And Monique said, oh yeah, Chris and I, same thing. Originally, we had to set time as a couple because we were not going to be together if it was, oh, he talks to me or she talks to me a certain way. Because we're still in that mindset of, okay, as business people, we talk to each other one way, and as couples, we talk to each other another way. And it gives hope to Ashley and Michael, but I said, no, there's still something more to your relationship. And she acknowledged it because she then said that here's how this works. She went and collected the cards from everyone. She got the feedback that one chef was saying the food wasn't seasoned enough. It needs to be more Australian if it's supposed to be Australian themed. So, of course, Michael loves to hear that. But Ashley said, this is great and all. And I know I've been mean to him in some cases more than necessary. But I will not take the disrespect of being looked at as a little kid, even though I just realized that that's how he's been looking at me the whole time. I'm not doing it. I'm out. I said, oh, Lord, this is foreshadowing. Are they still together? What's going on? So that was it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Come back next